On the day before Thanksgiving, Mr. DeLuca, the owner of the Dollhouse store, unlocked the wooden case where a 4-inch doll had spent the past 11 months. He unwrapped her and stood her in the shop window. The doll, Gretel, itched and tingled. Her whole body felt like a foot that had gone to sleep and was waking up again. There was so much to see outside the window. Traffic lights shining like wet lollipops, lime and lemon and cherry. Cars swooped back and forth, and so did people on foot. Sometimes there were children, sometimes there were dogs. It was exciting to be out in the world again. Last Christmas, Mr. DeLuca had placed Gretel in the window next to a gingerbread house he'd bought from the bakery. From the day after Thanksgiving until Christmas Day, Gretel had stood with her hand raised, as if she were about to steal a dollop of icing. Gretel was a doll, so her hand couldn't get tired, but she disliked the pose. She knew that gingerbread houses led to trouble, witches and cages and red-hot ovens. She also found out that gingerbread houses attracted mice. Gretel had enjoyed the company of the mice until Mr. DeLuca discovered mouse droppings in the window. That was the end of the gingerbread house. Gretel was afraid it was also the end of the mice, though she couldn't be sure. After the gingerbread house was thrown away, she was shut up in the cabinet again. Now she stood bright-eyed and wide awake as Mr. DeLuca arranged the window. He draped holly and red beads at the edge of the shelf and tiny gold lights that flashed like fireflies. To one side of Gretel, he placed a round mirror and a ring of snowy cotton. 3-inch ice skaters glided around and around the glass. On the other side was a miniature bakery, 15 inches square. A motherly-looking doll in an apron stood behind the counter, serving a boy doll in a sailor suit. Gretel liked looking at the cakes and buns. If she had been human, her nostrils would have twitched like the nose of a rabbit. Mr. DeLuca set an open book in front of Gretel. He sprinkled silver stars over the pages and said under his breath, "That'll do." Gretel didn't bother to look at the book. She knew it was Grimm's fairy tales, and she knew the picture by heart. A gingerbread house with 2 children beside it.